In Japanese urban legend, Kuchisake Onna, the slit-mouthed woman, haunts late-night streets, her face hidden behind a surgical mask. She approaches unsuspecting victims and asks, "Am I pretty?" If answered yes, she reveals a grotesque ear-to-ear mouth wound, repeating her question. Responding no or fleeing often leads to a violent end. The legend traces back to the Edo period, possibly inspired by tales of a samurai's jealous wife. In the 1970s, real reports of a masked woman stalking children sparked panic, blending myth and reality into a chilling tale that endures today. Deep in the Orkney Islands lore lurks the Knuckleavy, a nightmarish creature feared for centuries. Imagine a horse with no skin, its black muscles exposed and veins pulsing, topped by a grotesque human torso fused to its back. The Knuckleavy emerges from the sea, spreading disease, drought, and death wherever it goes. Locals believed its breath wilted crops and killed livestock. Some say it was born from Norse and Celtic fears, possibly inspired by real plagues and harsh winters. Only fresh water could repel this demon, making rivers the last refuge from its relentless horror. Deep within the lush forests of Wahiawa, Hawaii, whispers tell of the Green Lady, a spectral figure cloaked in moss and leaves. Locals claim she appears in swirling mists, her skin tinged green, silently watching over the land. Legend says she was a mother who lost her child in the gulch and now haunts the area, fiercely guarding the wild. Sightings often involve a chilling, earthy scent and fleeting glimpses of her shadow. Some believe she punishes those who harm nature, while others leave offerings for her protection. The Green Lady's tale endures, blending fear and reverence for Hawaii's spirit-filled forests. In the eerie plains of Venezuela and Colombia, locals whisper of El Silbón, the Whistler. Legend tells of a gaunt specter carrying a sack of bones, forever wandering the night. El Silbón was once a young man who murdered his father. Cursed by his own family, he now seeks eternal penance. His whistling, a haunting tune that shifts from near to far, serves as a fatal omen. If the whistle sounds distant, he is close. If it sounds near, he is far. Some say his presence foreshadows death, especially for drunkards and womanizers. The chilling tale endures, warning all to beware the night's mournful whistle. Deep in the misty forests of Alaska, the Tlingit people whisper of the Kushtaka, a cunning shapeshifter that takes the form of an otter or a human. According to legend, the Kushtaka lures lost travelers with the cries of loved ones, drawing them toward icy waters. Some say it transforms victims into Kushtaka themselves, trapping their souls forever. Originating from the Tlingit and Tsimshian cultures, stories vary. Sometimes Kushtaka saves people from freezing, other times it's a merciless trickster. Reports of eerie cries and vanishing figures still haunt Alaska's wild, fueling the legend's chilling power. Deep in the forests of the northern United States and Canada, the Algonquian peoples tell of the Wendigo, a terrifying spirit born of greed and cannibalism. According to legend, the Wendigo was once human but transformed after resorting to eating flesh in times of famine. Towering, gaunt, with glowing eyes and a heart of ice, it prowls the woods, driven by insatiable hunger. Some say the mere whisper of its name brings misfortune. Real-life tales of isolation, starvation, and madness in harsh winters inspired this legend, warning against giving in to desperation and losing one's humanity. Deep in the Australian bush, the Yaramayahu waits. Described in Aboriginal folklore, this creature is only 4 feet tall with red skin, a massive head, and a mouth gaping wide. Unlike vampires, it has no teeth, just suckers on its fingers and toes. It drops from fig trees onto unsuspecting travelers, draining their blood with its suckers. Victims are swallowed whole, then regurgitated, shorter and redder each time until they become Yaramayahu themselves. Some believe the tale warns children not to stray, blending supernatural terror with real dangers of the wild. Lurking in Detroit's shadows is the Nain Rouge, a small, red-skinned creature with glowing eyes and rotten teeth. Legend says this mischievous spirit appears before tragedy strikes, from the city's 1805 fire to the 1967 riots. French settlers first reported the Nain Rouge in the early 1700s, blaming it for misfortune and chaos. Some say it was cursed by a local priest, while others believe it's a guardian angered by disrespect. Every spring, Detroiters parade through the city, hoping to ward off the Nain Rouge and keep calamity at bay, blending fear with tradition. Deep in the dark Slavic forests, travelers whisper of Baba Yaga, the terrifying witch who dwells in a magical hut perched on chicken legs. With iron teeth and a hunger for human flesh, she tests those who dare approach her domain. Some say she helps the worthy, granting wisdom or safe passage, while others vanish forever. Legends trace her origins to pre-Christian fertility deities, later twisted into a figure of dread. Real-life disappearances and the mysterious wilds fueled the myth, making Baba Yaga a chilling guardian of the unknown.
In the chilly November of 1966, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, was gripped by terror. Locals reported sightings of a towering figure, man-shaped, with massive wings and glowing red eyes. Dubbed the Mothman, this creature was said to stalk the area, especially near the old TNT plant. As sightings surged, fear grew, until tragedy struck. On December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. Many believed the Mothman was an omen, a supernatural harbinger of disaster. To this day, theories swirl. Was it a mutant bird, a warning spirit, or something far stranger? Beneath the blazing sun of South Africa's Richtersveld lies the forbidden Wonder Hole, a yawning cave said to be the lair of the Grootslang. According to local legend, the Grootslang is a monstrous hybrid, part elephant, part serpent, created by ancient gods who, realizing their mistake, split the creatures into elephants and snakes. But one Grootslang escaped, slithering deep into the earth to haunt the darkness forever. The beast is said to be immense, with a serpent's body stretching over 40 feet and an elephant's head crowned with massive ivory tusks. Eyewitnesses whisper of glowing, malevolent eyes and a stench of decay that wafts from the cave's depths. Some claim the Grootslang guards a vast fortune in diamonds, luring greedy adventurers to their doom. Over the years, mysterious disappearances near the Wonder Hole have fueled the legend. Miners, explorers, even livestock vanishing without a trace. Variations of the tale warn that the Grootslang can be temporarily appeased with precious gems, but it is never truly satisfied. To this day, locals avoid the caves, fearing the wrath of the ancient beast that still lurks below. A chilling reminder of a forgotten age when gods played with creation and monsters walked the earth. In the shadows of South African folklore lurks the Tokoloshe, a spirit feared for its mischief and malevolence. Originating from Zulu culture, the Tokoloshe is described as a dwarf-like creature with sharp claws, a hairy body, and an unsettling grin that chills the bravest souls. It's said to slip into homes at night, invisible to most, causing illness, nightmares, or even death. Some believe the Tokoloshe is conjured by jealous rivals through dark magic to torment their enemies, a sinister tool wielded by witches. To protect themselves, many raise their beds on bricks, as the Tokoloshe is thought too short to reach high places. Variations of the legend abound. Some say it can become invisible by swallowing a magical pebble, while others claim it's controlled by witches for sinister tasks. The roots of the Tokoloshe legend may lie in real events. Mysterious deaths and unexplained illnesses in rural communities were often blamed on this spirit, offering a supernatural explanation for tragedy and fear. Whether a cautionary tale or a true terror, the Tokoloshe remains a chilling fixture in South African lore, haunting the imagination of all who hear its name. In the shadowy corners of Philippine folklore, the Sigbin prowls, a creature whispered about in hushed tones after sundown. Described as a night stalker with the body of a hornless goat, long ears that flap like bat wings, and the uncanny ability to walk backwards, the Sigbin is said to emerge from hiding at dusk. It's infamous for its insatiable hunger for children, whom it supposedly abducts and drains of blood, leaving families haunted by loss and fear. The legend's origins trace back to the Visayan region, where stories of livestock vanishing and children disappearing fueled tales of the Sigbin's nocturnal hunts. Some say it can turn invisible or shapeshift into a harmless animal, eluding even the most vigilant eyes. There are variations. Some describe it with a whip-like tail, Others insist it emits a nauseating odor. Scholars suggest the myth may have arisen from sightings of rare or deformed animals, or as a cautionary tale to keep children indoors. Yet to this day, villagers claim to hear its eerie cries echoing through the night, a chilling reminder that the Sigbin's legend endures. In the mist-shrouded hills of Gévaudan, France, terror reigned from 1764 to 1767. Villagers whispered of a monstrous creature, the Beast of Gévaudan, a massive, wolf-like animal with terrifying jaws and a coat streaked with red. The legend began when peasants found the remains of a young woman, savaged by an unknown predator. Panic spread as more victims, mostly women and children, fell to the beast's relentless attacks across remote villages. Eyewitnesses described a creature larger than any wolf, with a strange, almost supernatural cunning and an eerie, haunting howl. Hunters, soldiers, and even King Louis XV's men were dispatched to slay the beast, but it always seemed to evade capture, slipping through the dense forests and rugged terrain. Some believed it was a wolf-dog hybrid, while others whispered of a werewolf or even a lion escaped from a traveling menagerie. The attacks ended as mysteriously as they began, after a local hunter reportedly killed a large wolf said to be the beast. Yet, the true identity of the Beast of Gévaudan remains a chilling mystery, haunting the French countryside and inspiring fear and fascination to this day. In the shadowy lanes and windswept fields of East Anglia, a chilling legend prowls the night, the Black Shuck. Described as a massive, ghostly black dog with flaming red or green eyes, Black Shuck has haunted the region's imagination for centuries. The earliest written account dates back to 1577, when terrified villagers in Bungay, Suffolk, claimed the beast crashed through the doors of St. Mary's Church during a violent storm, leaving 2 parishioners dead and scorch marks burned into the stone. Some believe these eerie marks still scar the church walls today. Variations of the legend say that seeing Black Shuck is an omen of death or misfortune, while others whisper he's a guardian spirit, silently walking beside lone travelers to protect them from harm. The origins likely blend pagan folklore, Norse myth, and real terrors, perhaps inspired by wild dogs roaming the countryside, or the fearsome storms that batter the English coast. Whether a harbinger of doom or a spectral protector, Black Shuck's glowing eyes continue to haunt the misty twilight of East Anglia, a ghostly reminder of the unknown lurking just beyond the edge of sight.